Good wishes to all of you. Common concepts used in explaining human actions. We now outline the common ethical concepts used to explain moral actions. These form the stock in trade of moral discussions and help us in following them. Appetites and impulses. Appetites are blind drives towards particular ends. Satisfactions of appetite are often called pleasures. Unsatisfied appetites are called pains. A pleasure seeker is one who seeks the satisfaction of his animal appetites. Some schools of philosophy, such as Epicureanism in ancient Greece and Charvak in ancient India, advocated pursuit of pleasure as legitimate goal of human actions. However, conduct as conceived in ethics has to be guided by rational considerations. Hence, appetites and impulses need to be brought under rational control. Good. Good is a fundamental idea in ethics. Good is anything which men consciously desire. Nothing becomes an object of desire unless it is consciously regarded as a good. Real desire is something considered as good and consciously chosen as an end. Of course, men may adopt as ends objects which are only seemingly but not really good. What is good is a topic much discussed in philosophy. Wish. Men often have desires which are inconsistent or conflict with one another. In the process, some desires prevail over others. The term wish refers to those desires that prevail and are effective. In ethics, a wish is distinguished from definite act of will. Even when possessed of will, we may not act. Force of will is the power of carrying resolutions into actions. Will implies that we not merely wish for something, but take active steps for getting hold of it. Will contains an energizing element. In an act of will, we do not look upon an end as a good to be sought. We regard it as an end to be brought about by us. Purpose, intention, and motive. The terms purpose, intention, and motive are frequently used in explanations of human actions. An intention means any aim that is definitely adopted as an object of will. Motive means what moves men or causes them to act in a particular way. Men are sometimes moved to action by feeling or emotion, but moral judgments can be passed only on thoughtful actions or actions which aim at consciously examined ends. Moral activity or conduct is purposeful action, and action with a purpose is not simply moved by feeling. It is moved by the thought of some end to be attained. Hence, the motive or that which induces us to act is the thought of a desirable end. The motive of an act is a part but not the whole of the intention. Men often understand what is good but fail to pursue it. This happens because motives of human actions are often partly or wholly irrational. Character in ethics. There is a close relation between an individual's desires, character, and conduct. The desires of a person are not bits and pieces randomly thrown together, but form a system which is held together by contain moral ideas. Here we ignore man's biological drives based on hunger, thirst, and reproductive instinct, as also the minimum amenities like shelter and clothing needed for human existence. An individual's desires reflect the dominant moral features of his character. It is from this point of view that one can understand the significance of a man's desires. Human beings decide what they like and what they like. Ruskin says reveals what they are. In a way, an individual's desires shed light on his character and morals. Character consists in the continuous dominance of certain moral features in a man's conduct. It shows the moral universe which an individual occupies. A man of good character is one who is habitually guided by a sense of duty. A swindler is one who is constantly seeking means of defrauding others. A fanatic is one who is so completely dominated by a single thought that he shuts out completely other important points of view. Similarly, all other kinds of character may be described by a reference to the ideas that are dominant in them. Accordingly, many writers define conduct as the habitual modes of action that accompany a formal character. In a wider sense, conduct as used in ethics refers to an individual's moral life and not just to an individual's particular actions. Ethics regarded character as the most important aspect of human life. Occasional good deeds are of no great significance. They have to be performed habitually with a few exceptions. Hence, Aristotle emphasized that the formation of good habits is essential for cultivating a good character. Will is an expression of character, as expressed in the saying that the tree is known by its fruit. Good character shows itself in good acts of will. Accordingly, it is said that conduct refers to the habitual modes of action that accompany a formal character. Generally, conduct corresponds to character, but it is sometimes said that a man's conduct depends upon his character and circumstances. By circumstances, we mean in general a man's social surroundings such as lineage and upbringing, riches or poverty, health or disease, and so on. As we know, man's moral effort consists partly in holding on to ethical norms in adverse circumstances. The above discussion points to two questions of morality. What are ends to be pursued in life? How can one pursue these ends? Or how can one strengthen his will to pursue the ends or ideals? Or what are the means by which one can cultivate right moral habits? Thank you.